and welcome to Create a Strong Foundation Pilates style, or should I say contemporary Pilates style. So if you take any classes with me, I talk a lot about earth-core connection. And in regards to this little series here in creating a strong foundation, this is the same thing. So what is earth to core connection? Earth to core connection literally means, very, very easy here, that any part of your body, be it your hands, your fingertips, your feet, your glutes, anything that pass along this deep core frontal line, which again starts, in the center of your heels, works through your legs, comes into the inner thighs, glutes, works its way up, your torso, coming out through the tongue, and it can be said too to come out through the fingertips, okay? When you put these areas into the ground, you're gonna fire up your core instantaneously. So today I really wanna work more with some footwork. I wanna work your glutes with some bridging, okay? And this is gonna be more of a Pilates style class today, okay? So let's get started. We're gonna come to lie on your back, and if you have a ponytail, I'm gonna ask you to take that out so that it's nice and safe for your neck. You're gonna let the back of the head be heavy so the chin is slightly towards the chest, and you can put and slide your hand underneath your neck, okay? So we don't want the neck pressing into the floor. Shoulder blades are gonna be heavy, tailbone is going to be heavy, and maybe you can tickle the back of the heels with the fingertips. If not, no big deal. My knees are falling in together because this is referenced as corrective posture, meaning if there's an issue with the spine, this is usually a nice way to take some of the load off. So the way I want to start is I want you to bring your hands onto your hips, and as you inhale, I want you to tilt your tailbone towards your nose. You're going to separate the knees so they're parallel. And exhale, tailbone towards the earth. So hands can come onto the hips here again. Tailbone's going to tilt towards the nose and into the earth. So arms can either stay on the hips if you're getting used to this motion, or if you're comfortable, you can keep them beside you. Now, as I gently rock the pelvis back and forth, I'm feeling my core engage as I press into my feet, press into my fingertips. Good. We're going to do a few more times. This is a very challenging movement, including for myself. So I want you to play with it, get comfortable with it. And if anything is coming up for you here, this is happening, or you're becoming all sorts of lopsided, this is going to be your homework for the rest of the week. So just continue to gently rock it back and rock it forward, inhaling and exhaling naturally. So we're going to do that one more time, each direction, and then I want you to come to neutral. So the way we started, tailbone is going to be heavy. I'm going to bring my right knee into tabletop in line with my hip, and then I'm going to bring my hands underneath the knee. Now, a little bit of a straight leg here, small bend in the knee is going to help warm up the fascia in the leg as well as get into that deep core frontal line. And what I want you to do here is point the foot and flex. And just point it and flex. So we're really warming up the feet here because the feet are our strongest foundation, our strongest anchor to the earth. And quite frankly, most of them use them every single day and don't give them much attention. So maybe a little circle here, a few times each side, see what comes up. So you're going to pause here. Either keep your hands underneath your knee or hands beside you, and I want you to start to write the alphabet. So from A to Z, or if you're one of my American friends, A to Z. And we're going to start to write A with the ankle, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. So as we continue here, I am actually saying them out loud, and I do so as I practice. One, to trick my brain as I'm doing these movements, and two, as I speak to you, I'm actually exhaling. So that is a nice way to get into this. And you might find that you need to take frequent breaks here if you've ever injured the ankle or if this movement is simply new to you. Fantastic. Once we get to Z, I want you to press through the heel. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Big deep breath in. And big deep breath out. Last one here. Time to come out. Top of the core. Knee into chest. Release your foot. Open your arms into a T or bring the hands behind your head. Take your legs wider than the mat or in a comfortable place for you. Legs will drop to the right. Maybe look to the left elbow. We can inhale through center and exhale the other side. So every inhale, think of drawing your breath into the pelvic floor, that pelvic bowl. And every exhale, belly in and up. Now, you may be moving a little slower than me. You may be moving a little quicker than me. But either way, I want you to move at a pace that is working for you, where you really feel that you're targeting these inner thighs and really maybe steamrolling those glutes. Good. So we're going to come back to center. I am going to draw left knee into tabletop, knee in line with my hips, and then just let the hands come beneath the knee here. I am going to start by pointing and flexing the foot. And you might immediately notice here that, again, one side is very different from the other. So I don't want you to judge this. You know, usually I keep a notebook nearby for me when I'm practicing on my own, and I record what I've noticed from various sides. Sometimes we'll find patterns or some scar this way. Good. Maybe a little circle here, both sides. Good. And then when we're ready, we're going to do that alphabet on this side. So we can start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So as you do this, something that you can think about is I usually start with the capital letters first. Yes, it makes a difference. Once I am comfortable with the capital letters, I will start to make lowercase letters. So if you've done this video a few times, you can play with that. Or if you're taking this practice outside of the video, play with different letters, different numbers. Really get used to exploring various ranges of motion with your ankle, because that's going to provide more stability to the foot, to the knee, to the hip. Again, sometimes this is a lot, especially if you've done something to ankle or foot before, so hold if you need. So I'm going to make my way through these last few letters. Good. And then really press through the heel, keep the small bend in the knee, deep breath in. And big exhale, belly into spine. Deep breath in. And belly into spine. One more time. Knee into chest, release the foot, and you may just open and shut the legs here. So feet are nice and warmed up, ankles are nice and warmed up. Tickle the back of the heels with the fingertips. Get started to big toe, pinky and heel, lift the hips high to the sky. Now, I want you to keep your back rib cage to the earth here, the back of the head heavy. And again, you should be able to slide a hand underneath the neck here so you're not compressing the neck vertebrae. What we're going to do here is we're going to lift the heels, and you're going to start to stomp your heels one at a time, making sure to connect the heel into source energy. Now, I understand that for some of you, this is a lot, especially for the glutes. So if you need to, you can just drop the bum as you continue to work the feet and ankle mobility here. And what I do promise this is going to do, because this is going to feel like a weird practice for you, is your balance is going to be better, your core is going to be more engaged, all from working the feet, working the glutes, back the body, posterior chain, and deep core frontal line. Good. Now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower with control. Glutes might be firing up a little bit here. Good. So again, press into heels. This time you're going to lift the toes, and we can start to tap the toes. Maybe one at a time, or both at a time. I've actually started moving my feet here. That, my friend, is completely optional. And if you're moving your feet, knees should be in line with second toe, okay? We're gonna go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the heels, replace the heels, and slowly lower with control. Now you may need to tuck and untuck the pelvis here. Hate that cue, but it gets you right into it. And you may need to shake up the legs. Again, we're gonna press strong into heels, lift the hips. If available, arms can come behind you here, or you're gonna press them into the earth. What we're gonna do is, again, lift the toes and start dropping one bum cheek to the earth at a time, or one hip to the earth. And here we're really mobilizing the pelvis, working the glutes, and continuing to work the feet. Good. Your glutes are going to be really strong after this, and it's just a nice balance to our regular yoga practice, which doesn't really spend a lot of time working the back body, unless you know you come to my class. We spend a lot of time on that. So we're ready. Come back to center and slowly lower with control. Again, just feel free to drop the pelvis up and down. Again, press strong into your feet, lift the hips. Again, hips might need to stay on the floor here, arms in a comfortable place for you, whether pressing into the earth beside you, behind you, or perhaps either interlacing underneath you. What we're going to do here is I'm going to invite you to open the right knee to the right, only enough so that the hips stay perfectly level. Bring it back to center. Again, you're going to exhale, left knee to the left, and back to center. So we're gently just opening one leg at a time here. If you're really pressing into your feet, glutes should be screaming, and screaming glutes are a great thing for our low back. Good. So we're going to do one more. Each side, come back to center, and we're going to open and close the knees. And we're going to open and close. Now, as you open, that big toe will come off the earth. And as you close, knees come together, full foot to the earth. So again, open and close. And we're going to go for 3, 2, and 1. Arms can come high if comfortable. Let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you are not feeling your glutes yet, I need you to go back and do this again. This time, draw knees together, pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs are going to open parallel, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to lift the heels, open the legs, pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the knees, heels lift, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last time, parallel, 10, 9, exhaling's great here, 3, 2, 1. Drop your feet and slowly release the spine, one bone at a time. So we were able there to engage our glutes, to engage our core, just by really powering through the feet. Now, I'm sure you're feeling quite exhausted there. So let's stretch this out a bit. Draw the right knee into your chest. And we can bring right ankle onto the thigh. Feel free to bring opposite arms behind you here, or draw the left knee into the chest. Right arm through the right leg. Hands underneath the left knee, or perhaps onto the shin for eye of needles. And you could gently rock side to side. Feel free to hold, and for those of you who do like to hold and intensify, you can inhale left knee in, exhale right knee slightly further away. So again, really nice way to condition the lower body. Good. When you are ready, gently release your left foot. Right knee into the chest, extend the right leg high, press through the heel, softness in the knee, and bring your right leg to the left. Here is going to help us get into the IT bend. And again, because we're pressing through this heel, I can feel this coming all the way up the calf and in towards my hamstring, my hip. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Great deep breath in, and great deep breath out. Last great big deep breath. Knee into your chest. Good. Release your right foot. Left knee into chest. Ankle onto thigh. And again, grab opposite elbows here if that's appropriate, or knee into your chest. Sometimes just giving the knee a hug is nice, and if you're doing that, you can actually, rest your toes on your arm. Or we're going to slide left arm through the left leg, hands underneath the right knee, or onto the shin. Back of the head is heavy. And we could gently rock side to side, releasing the low back spine, releasing the glutes. Good. For those of you who are holding, you can inhale the right knee in, exhale, left knee slightly further away. 2 more deep breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. Last one here. You know I like when the tongue comes out. Nice deep lion breath. So you're going to release your foot. Left knee into the chest, extend through the left heel, and start to bring it over to the right. And you're gonna feel this. We just did a lot of work on the glutes, so we don't need to go all of the way here. Just simply continue to flex through the heel. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Great big deep breath in, and great big deep breath out. Last great big deep breath. Exhale. Fierce and empowering. Leg back to center. Knees into chest. Rock side to side. Front to back. Circle the low back. Hands to the knees. Circle the leg. Feel free here to draw hands under thighs, shins, ankles, or sides of the feet. Happy baby. Tailbone could be heavy and rooted, and if you're comfortable doing so and you're able to take your feet, I want you to interlace your fingers in between your toes, so create some space there. If you do have toes that overlap, mine used to, this is going to be incredibly painful, okay? And I do want you to start gradually working in there, even just by pulsing the flesh between your toes one at a time. Once you feel like that's sufficient for you, knees into your chest, come back to corrective posture. Knees come in towards each other. Or if you prefer, soles of the feet can come together. Or let the arms and legs go completely and entirely to gravity as you take your final relaxation here and let everything go completely. Connecting to the earth beneath you. And every inhale, just direct your breath into the low belly, that pelvic floor. Feel that expansion. And every exhale, in and out. I'm going to advise that you stay here for at least, 5 minutes. Just breathing into the core. Big inhale into the pelvic floor. And then exhaling in and up towards the spine. I thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Any questions, feel free to PM me, and I wish you an amazing rest of your day. Namaste, light within me, salutes the light within you. Namaste.